Hello Data Fam, welcome back to my YouTube channel. First of all, thank you to all of you who have supported my channel even though I was on a break from last 1 year. So while I was on a break, I thought about many ways to restart my YouTube channel, like creating a course or creating videos about different aspects of Tableau. But when I looked around, there are many creators who are already creating videos of that type. So I wanted to create something else. So I looked back in time and thought about what worked for me after completing my Tableau basics training. So the thing that I used to do was I used to explore the Tableau public profile of all the experts in Tableau, and I used to download their dashboards. I looked to explore into those dashboards and see what they have done, how they have done, and I used to try to implement those things in my own dashboards as well. And trust me, this has helped me immensely. So for today's video, we are going to explore the dashboard called School Age Digital Connectivity, which was created by Mr. Dennis Cow. I really thank Dennis sir for letting me use one of his dashboards for the purpose of this video. You can look at the Tableau public account of Dennis sir and you can follow him, you can support his work through the different social media links given here, and you can follow him on Tableau public also, and you can see how many dashboards that he has created, and you can download this and you can explore how great the work this is. So for the purpose of this video, we are going to explore this dashboard, School Age Digital Connectivity. So let's get into this dashboard and download it for exploration. So you can just click here, download, and Tableau workbook, and it will get downloaded. So let's start with exploration. Once you download the dashboard, explore the different aspects about it. Like he has used several sheets, text tables and all that stuff. So the first thing I always do while creating the dashboard is to understand the data. Understanding the data is the most important part about building the dashboard. Otherwise, your dashboard won't make any sense. So here's the link for the data, and it is always a good practice to add a link from where you have downloaded the data set so that other people can also understand it. And here's the link for that article. I would prefer you guys to read this article before creating anything, because it gives you idea about what is the data and how it is working and all that stuff. But like, I don't want to make this video too big, so I'm not going to read it. I'll directly download the data set. So I've already downloaded the data set, and sir has used this data set to create the dashboard. So if you look at the cover page, like every data has the data explanation. So here you can read all the stuff, but what it is basically is, so it is a percentage of a children in school who has internet access. So they have divided into different sections like total, then resident, rural, urban, poorest, richest. So it will be interesting to see how we can compare all these countries based on these percentages. So there are various ways to do it, but we are going to look into the one which sir has chosen. So in this dashboard, you can easily compare all the countries based on these bars. So I can select the urban, rural, poorest quintile and richest quintile, and based on that these bars will change. So it's good. So now what we can do is, this is kind of a new thing, and creating bars like this is also a new thing. So for this dashboard, we are going to explore these two things particularly. So let's start with this bar one. So sir has plotted all the countries like a coordinate system. So here you can see he has created the columns, and edit. You can see we are assigning like x coordinate and y coordinate to all the countries. and for rows it is like this. So one quick suggestion here, instead of doing this, what we can do is in data itself we can create a new two separate columns called rows and column, and here we can assign those coordinates, so we won't have to write all this stuff. So once we create these two, then we'll bring it into the view. So, oh sorry, and we'll convert it to not discrete into dimension, and this into also dimension. And we'll add countries and areas to our detail. So now you can clearly see this is Ukraine, this is United Kingdom, Uruguay and all that stuff. This is Algeria. To bring Algeria up, what you can do is edit axis. Here scale is reversed. So now Algeria is at the top and Zimbabwe is at the last. So this is how you can create this. Now what we need to do is, instead of these circles, we need to add these symbols. So if it is 80% or more, we will assign like all the 4 will be white. If it is 60 to 79, 3 will be white. So this thing is not readily available in Tableau, so we need to create it and put it into the custom shapes. So now I'm going to show you how to create custom shapes in Tableau. So Dennis sir was kind enough to share how he created these shapes with me. So what he did was, he went to this website and downloaded this shape. So I've already downloaded this shape, and then we went to Figma. So I've already created a tutorial on Figma. You can click on the I button and go to it. But for now we'll just see this. You need to click on frame. You can select any frame. So I'll just change the color of this frame so that I can see the shape. Okay, now we will bring this image that we downloaded. I'll just place it so you can see this is the image now. So we need to use a plugin called Image Tracer. So for that, what you can do is click here in plugins. Since I have already downloaded it, you can see it over here, but if you are new, you need to click on find more plugins, and here you can search for Image Tracer and you will get it. Once you get it, install it, and now we will just run it. So we are converting this image into vectors so that like we can separate out all these bars and use them separately. So suppose now I want to create one bar. So what I can do is, I'll click on this edit object. I click here, and now I want to change the color. So we wanted white, right? So I'll just click F. So everything turned into white, and suppose for this one I want no color, or I'll select this and I'll remove its transparency, and now I'll add a stroke of white color, and I'll increase its size. So this way now I have created one image. So same way you need to create all the 5 images. Once you create all the 5 images, it will look something like this. This is what Dennis sir has shared with me. So once you create all these images by yourselves, you need to download each one of those and you need to put them into the shapes folder of your Tableau repository. So you need to save all those shapes into my Tableau repository shape folder. So documents, my Tableau repository and shapes. Here you can create your own folder. I have created my own folder called Tableau Viz Exploration episode 1, and in this I have stored all the images. So you can create your custom palette like this and you can use that for your Tableau visualization. So now I'll go to Tableau and in shapes, more shapes. So here you can see my custom shape template is there. If you don't see it here, you can just click on reload shape and then you'll be able to see it. So based on the percentages of internet access to the children, we need to assign each of this country a shape, right? So for that you will need to create this function. So you can see he has created this function. If it is more than 80%, then 1. If it is more than 60% and less than 80%, then 2, and likewise. So now you just need to drag this percentage group into the shape. So I'll just do it. And in shape, you can use your own custom palette. For this example, I'm just using Sir's custom palette. And I'll just change the color, background color, so that you guys will be able to see what exactly happened. So I will increase its size now. And when I increase the size, I found out that some sort of issue is there. So I'm just trying to investigate, and this thing interests me, like the population field, because if I look into the data, there is nothing there called population. So we'll just add it to the tooltip and see what happens. So for population, it's showing poorest quintile, richest quintile. Okay, so maybe the problem is because of population, and here it's not. So based on my knowledge, what I feel like is Sir has pivoted all of this and create a new column called population. So basically what he did was, if there is Algeria, so he created a new column called population and pivoted this data, which means like rural, urban, richest and poorest, and he added this data over here. So this is how he pivoted the data and he is using. So when I am showing Algeria, it shows all these 4. So we need to come up with something that filters only this. Before that, I quickly want to show the people who don't know how to create a pivot in Tableau. If you already know it, you can just skip this video by 30 seconds. So this is the dummy dataset that I created to create a pivot. You can go to Tableau. You can add the dataset. You just need to select all these columns. Right click and click on pivot. And here you can just write it as a population, and this is a %. So this is what he has done, because that's the reason for Algeria we are seeing like 5 different shapes for each of these percentages in our main dashboard here. So to fix this, we can create a parameter, and through that we can use it as a filter. So here's the parameter that we are going to create. So in this, like it's a string parameter, and we can just add a value to it as a total, rural, urban, richest and poorest. And then we can write a function called selected parameter. In this, if it is equal to this, then population is equal to total. So in turns, like it will act as a filter. based on our parameter selection. So I'll drag this to here and I'll select it as a true. So right now our parameter has richest quantile, so it's going to show you the richest quantile. If I click on urban, then it will show you urban. Like that, data will appear. Instead of all this parameter thing, what we can do is we can use this population as a filter instead. So I'll just select poorest quantile and it will give me the data related to that. But why we are not doing like this? So if we use it as a filter, then we will lose the ability to select the population as this. So to create something like this, we need a parameter. That's why we are creating this. So to do it, what you can do is we will just see these buttons. Here we are just adding selected parameter here, and then what he has done is he has split the population in two because of the richest quantile and poorest quantile. So I'll just quickly show you the reason behind that. For that we need a different color to see the data. Okay, suppose if I add the population to the label, then what happens? This poorest quantile and richest quantile goes out of this box. So to fix that, he has created two different splits just to break this big word poorest quintile into two parts. So first split will divide it into the words poorest and richest, and second split will give you the word quintile. So once we are done with our preparation, I'll just remove this population, and from this dashboard, like, we don't need population for now. So we will select the selected parameter over here and we will select true one. So we will create a new worksheet. In this we are going to add selected parameter to color, then population to columns, splits to labels. We'll make it entire view. We'll convert it to the square shape, and we want these letters to be inside the square, so that's why we'll click over here in alignment. We'll click here and here, and you can see, and you can give false or different color so that you can see it. Just click over here, then here. Okay, so now you can see when I select total, total is in blue color and others are in gray color. If I select rural, right now it's not working, so we'll need to do something to make it work. So for that we need to go to dashboard. So in dashboard I'll select sheet 5 and sheet 6. So now you can see, to make it work, what we can do is we go to dashboard, actions, add action, change parameter, sheet 6, select parameter is this, and this is population. So what it basically does is, when you select something from sheet number 6, your target parameter, that is select parameter, will get changed. So based on our selection here, this parameter will get changed. So we'll just see, if I click on rural, this parameter got changed to rural, and in turn this dashboard got changed. So this is how, with using parameter actions, you can change the parameters based on the shapes or something like that, and in turn it will act as a filter for you. So this was great learning from this dashboard. This was just an example of what I can do with dashboards. So I just need one help from you guys, that is, just comment down the recommendation of dashboards which you want to understand. I will pick up those dashboards and I'll start creating the videos about them so that I can help more people. Please let me know if you have any reviews about the video, and please hit the like and subscribe button so that you get regular updates about the channel. Thank you so much.